it was with great sadness and reluctance that I accepted, because I listened carefully to his points, and although there's absolutely no question about his own personal integrity, his own propriety in handling all this, clearly there is a problem, which is that the stories are likely to go on. And Paul put it to me, really, that he didn't want to be at the centre of that kind of story and with that kind of distraction in the run-up to the Olympic Games. And he thought it would be fairer and better for London and for policing in London if someone else was allowed to get their feet under the desk without those kinds of distractions. And that was a point that in the end I think I accepted and I think has some force. So really I just want to pay tribute to Paul, and I want to thank him for everything that he has done for London and for London policing. I think he's been a very remarkable servant of this city, and he has brought crime down considerably on his watch and introduced some very, very notable and important innovations, not least allowing officers to patrol singly rather than in pairs, so hugely increasing the number of patrols by about 1 million a year. And if you look at something like crime on public transport, it's down massively, about 30%. Robbery has been virtually halved on public transport under Paul Stephenson. He deserves a big, big vote of thanks from Londoners.
Oh, okay, it's all well and good, Boris Johnson, isn't it? You know, singing his praises now that he's gone. We know that you had a difficult relationship. I mean, that's been sort of fairly well publicised, if you like. If he's done such a great job for London, if he's such a fantastic man, if his integrity is completely intact as he claims it is and you don't seem to be questioning, why should this man go when he's done nothing wrong?
Well, that is the question I think a lot of people will ask. That's the question that he and I discussed. I think the answer, I'm afraid, is that we live in an age where the questions about the affair around Neil Wallis and the News of the World, the relationship between the police and the News of the World, even if we were able to divide all of it up into separate segments and find that in each case there was actually no impropriety, the reality was that the story was going to keep going on. And Sir Paul, who is charged with fighting crime in London, his job is to make the city safer. He's been doing that very, very successfully over the past 3 years. He felt that in the current climate, with all these inquiries coming down the track, all these distractions, he would be better off giving someone else the chance to take his work forward. And that was a point that I reluctantly accepted.